Hello, good evening, and welcome everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of Members Unplugged. Unplugged with an N because we are Division N. I'm Toastmaster Mayuri, Division Director for Division N, and today I am delighted to welcome a Toastmaster who I haven't known, I haven't yet had the opportunity to know him better, and this is precisely the reason why I just love Members Unplugged. And we do not talk about Toastmasters here. So today I have Toastmaster Rohit from I Am Nagpur Toastmasters Club, a management associate. So let me welcome. Hi Rohit, how are you?
Yeah, hello, ma'am. I'm good. Ma'am, how about you?
All well here. So I would have ideally loved to have this talk with you in the real, in person, but then we are still in our own respective houses and your hometown. By the way, which town are you in?
Ma'am, I'm in Ratlam.
Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, ma'am, Ratlam, Madhya Pradesh, which is famous for namkeen.
Aha! So when are you planning to come to Nagpur then? Your college actually, I should say.
Ma'am, maybe in June.
So this entire term goes online, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll come to that later. Your experiences with it being online, offline, and the entire year. Something that I'm sure you had never ever bargained for when you wrote your cat. You never thought you were going to be studying one whole year online, but well, that's what life does. So well, Rohit, we know you're from Ratlam. What else do we not know about you? Apart from the city, your schooling, your education, how did you finally reach here at IIM Nagpur?
Okay, ma'am. So I won't take much of the time. I will just tell in clips. I'm Rohit Sharma. I'm from Ratlam. Ratlam is famous for namkeen, and we had a family business in namkeen, which is 100 years old.
Wow.
And secondly means like I had done my engineering from top institute in Rajasthan. Then I placed at TCS. Over there, I worked for 3.5 years in multiple domain like artificial intelligence, machine learning. So, and then I thought that this backend work I don't like that much. Means I want to be at front line. So I thought of doing MBA. I wrote CAT and I got selected in IIM Nagpur, and currently I'm pursuing MBA from there.
And so let's hope the next 1 year is at least in person in the campus, right?
Yeah, ma'am. I do hope that.
Correct. Of course, we would love to meet you in person as well. So while you mentioned about your domains in TCS working on artificial intelligence, now I really want to know more about this. Why? Because I don't know much about artificial intelligence. I'm not from the same field as you, and it scares me the way artificial intelligence is taking over our lives. I'm a little old school, conservative, so it scares me a little bit. On one hand, it does intrigue me, but I think it scares me more the impact and the immense presence that we have of AI in our lives today. So, can you put my fear at ease and tell me not to be so scared?
Actually, I feel artificial means like you have presented artificial. It's not that. It's just our friend. Like we have our books. Books taught us what to do in a difficult time. Artificial intelligence, we tell them previously like if this happens, do this. If this happen, do this. So it's just like whenever we are in need or we want something, it just help us. Like I want to have like I will just give you a basic example to be more precise. Like in Toastmaster, we all measure the treasure account. So either we can have a treasurer who does all the checking and all, or we can just train a computer to do all the work that a treasurer do.
Okay.
Uh, that is one example. Second thing is we have rules and regulation in Toastmasters.
Right.
That all rules and regulation we can taught to a system, and instead of Zoom master, we can have a artificial build system that will do all the work as Zoom master does. So people can enjoy the meet. They don't need to see like when to mute someone, when to unmute someone, like who is joining, who is not joining. That thing all will be taken care by machine. We can all enjoy our work. So it's just what ease of work, that is artificial intelligence, and it is just a helper to you.
So as of now, it's a helper. But what scares me is that this AI is going to take over our intelligence as well and start thinking on its own. Am I justified in my fear?
Actually, most of the people have that kind of fear. But ma'am, what I think, like the code that system does is the people who have. So the
Correct.
person who has written the code will always have control
Over the
over
machine.
that machine
Yes.
until and unless he told, I don't need that control. So in that case, I will tell the person who has written the code, he should not be that lazy that he has given all the permission to machine. A
Okay.
kind of supervision, if it's there, then this thing won't happen. But if we are that much lazy that we don't want to do anything, just want to sleep and eat, then I think that may happen.
So Toastmasters will not allow us. Apart from a professional life, we also have another life, which is the Toastmasters life. So tell me, Rohit, I also noticed in your profile that you said you've created some app, right? Developed an app.
Yes, ma'am.
So what was it about? When was this about? And how did it go about? Can you tell us more about that?
Uh, I'm actually my most of the work was automating L1 support team work. So I'm extremely sorry that I'm taking most of the jobs of the people by automating that kind of work. Actually, it is like what kind of monitoring people do at call center or
Mhm.
at system, whatever things are happening means like a accountant guy like
Mm.
means if that person checks what money we have paid and what is a credit card statement, although that authenticate. So what I have done, I have just remove that middleman. I just design an app that automatically check means whenever you have paid that money, it will automatically check your credit card bills with
Okay.
that date
Okay.
and the name on which it's authorized. So that is eliminated. And one more app that I have eliminated is like how a system performs. Like just I want to say like if I was say like six minutes get over. So we have timer here which will tell like time has come. So what I have done, I have just make that thing automated. Like whenever a L1 P1 speaker speaks, and when 4 minutes will get, it will pop the green card. When 5 minutes will come, it will just pop the yellow card. So what I have done, I have just automated most of the work, or I will say the layman kind of work,
And
which have a,
what will the layman do now if the machine is going to do all this?
ma'am, I think that all have some brain with them.
Of
They
course.
can learn to operate that machine.
And still have a lot of time on our hands to
Yeah,
develop
ma'am.
other things and to actually carry on forward. True.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So there is some a very interesting, I should say, quote. There's a French sociologist by the name of Michel Serres, and he says that technology actually has made human beings more intelligent and more innovative and more inventive. So this is actually a paradox to what we normally believe. We believe that machines have made us lazy, but that's not what he says. He believes that machines are going to force the human being to become even more intelligent and more innovative. So I guess you agree with him on
Yeah,
that.
ma'am. And ma'am, for giving an example, I have my niece with
Yes,
me.
yes.
She's just 4 years old and she knows how to operate laptop and how to operate a mobile. So I think that's the technology has made
Yes.
him innovative. Means he knows how to use her brain. Means I haven't told her ki you we can play video from YouTube. We can have games at here.
Mm,
By her creative mind, she
mm,
herself figured it out because she has technology with her and she just used it. So I will say yes, it's developed a creative brain much more as compared to earlier, because like same thing, if we give to a 70 or 80 old person, he will tell I don't know how to use this technology.
mm.
But if the person is used to the technology, he will tell yeah, we can do it. Like we all are using Zoom.
Yes.
The How we thought ki prior 10 years back we will be doing this kind of meeting or like that. I am sitting in Ratlam, you are at Nagpur, and we both are having conversation on this. So I
Mm.
think I totally agree with that
So your
part.
niece is going to be coding in the next 2 years. At 6 years, she's going to start coding as well.
I won't force her to do what she wants. She can do whatever she wants, and if she wants to learn coding, then Whitehead Junior I would still he can have that course.
Everybody knows about that, Rohit. It's all over the social media, correct. But again, like you said, do not force her. Ultimately, the decision is if she shows an interest, you're going to be there to guide her and help her with that. So tell me, when you were growing up, when you were studying at school level, college level, so you also ended up making the choices on your own, or was there somebody who guided you?
Ma'am, I have some different thing. Actually, choices which I made is influenced by internal and external factor. I never wanted to be a coder. I want to do CLAT lawyer. But when in the starting, I used to stammer a lot. That if I'm
Mhm.
saying you I want to be your lawyer, you won't hire me. So my parents has told me this thing, ki like just use that thing in which you are good at. I was not good at speaking at that time. I used to stammer and stutter, and obviously as a parents they won't force me to do. And as a student, if I see my career to be built up, so that makes me like quite annoying. And with sad heart I just opt for engineering. And after engineering also, like I don't want to become coder, I always want to be at front end. But as I used to stammer at that time also, so I thought it's good not to have conversation with all, use your brain, write code, give it. But then I thought, till when we can be pressurized by an internal and external factor? Do what you like. And then I joined Toastmaster, and then I worked on my weakest points, like why it happens. And then I make it into a stronger points. And currently I'm sitting in front of you giving this interview makes me feel good.
So, when you say that it was with a very sad heart that you took up the decision to join engineering and not going to law, today do you have any regrets of having taken up engineering and then going into management?
Ma'am, deep
So,
down,
do you regret?
ma'am, if to be frank, I would say that I regret ki why I did not have that confidence at that level. Why I did not try for it, because at that time I feel that it can't be eliminated, because since childhood I worked for it and I did not find success into it. Then I thought ki maybe others are right. It may not be the right choice for me. But now also what I think that if I would have opted for law, I would have performed much more better,
Oh, of
because
course,
that's
of course,
because that suits my way. And in and all, I think law is needed each and every part. Means
absolutely. We all
so
need,
I'm using that.
yes, we all should know at least the elementary basics of law, etc. So tell me, Rohit, when you say that you used to be stammering right from a very early childhood, so was this something that you had since the very young, or did it develop this problem? Did it develop over the years?
I think it was there since means when I used to go to school, because I still remember ki whenever parents teach meet happen, teacher advises my mom to offer something like drink floor water. There is something in tongue, make it operate. And the people at society also used to tell, do this, means have this thing, that thing. So I think that it was there since childhood. I was 4 or 5, and I always think why God has given me this thing. Means why am I not normal as all? Because I lost most of the opportunity because of this. I always want to host some event. I always want to be at front end. But this weakness at that time which I have makes me always at the back liner.
So I have a little different view on this, Rohit. I always believe that we are chosen. We are all, each one of us is the chosen one. So I will not say why God has given you this thing. I will say God chose you because He trusts you and He knows that you can overcome this difficulty. That's why He chose you. I
Yeah,
have a
ma'am.
different take on this, which we can talk
Yeah,
about.
ma'am. Adding to this thing means whatever you have told, that always motivates me, because I always used to think God give problem to those who have ability to face it.
Absolutely, 100% I agree with you. Absolutely. And that is why he gave. And then I also believe if we look with our eyes and ears and heart open, there will always be opportunities for you. And I will not use the word, I mean, you are as normal as I or anybody else. So you are just as normal. It's just that you will take time to maybe express what you wish to express. but you are fully capable of doing so. So apart from this one challenge which you had, were there any other fears, any challenges that you faced while growing up?
I'm actually having this fear made me that strong. Cat don't feel others challenge as challenging this, because like I had qualified IIT Triple E, and I was very much confused whether to offer an engineering or to do CA. So I have in fact qualified CPT also with my 12th. So I thought this all thing is just, I
Mm,
mean, it's like कि एक होता है ना एक जड़
mm, mm.
which changes whole your life. So I think that was there, because I don't think apart from that I have any kind of challenge, because what I make myself, be deterministic. If you want to achieve something, opt for it. You will fall one time, you will fall two times, but if you again rise up, definitely you are going to achieve that.
Like they say, you fall seven times and you get up the eighth. So there is nothing called failure. They're all lessons. They're all learning and steps towards success. Absolutely. So is there something? I mean, what about the other side of Rohit which we don't know? This is a one Rohit who is very strong and who has overcome the challenges. What do you like to do in your spare time if you get spare time from your academics?
Yes, ma'am. If I get spare time, I used to help my mom in each and everything. Means since my childhood, when I was in eighth standard, whenever her birthday was there, I used to cook food for whole family. So
Like
I don't,
in class eight?
yeah, class eighth, ma'am. I
Wow.
don't want my mom to work on her birthday. Although I know she works a lot, I just want to see her happy face. That's why I just accept all the challenges. And it is like that thing makes me a good, means I can say that I can compete with anybody in any kind of thing. I can make South Indian, Rajasthani, Gujarati, all kind of food.
When
I
are you
know.
coming down to Nagpur? So, so that I can actually invite you over and ask you to cook because I'm known to be very lazy. Anyways, but that's interesting to know
I'm
the
I'm
idea behind it. Mm,
Yeah, ma'am. And the second thing is like we have a lot of hectic schedule.
yes.
So to make me smile or to make me happy, I just love to spend time with kids.
Oh, that's nice to
Yeah. And I used to get this compliment ki my wife would be very much happy.
know.
Because if a kid is crying a lot, I can make him pampered, or I can make him happy just in 2 or 3 minutes. I know how to deal with kids. I know all the household works which I used to do. And the thing which I love is like, as I told, we have a family business.
Yes.
So in my meantime, whenever I got free, I just go at my shop to help my father and that business.
So two questions. I'll ask the second one later. The first question, when you say that you like to spend time with kids, is there an age? Because I know that after a certain age, kids can become terrible as well.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
till
Ma'am,
what age your patience does not run out with them?
one to five, I know how to handle them efficiently. Means what I like, whatever issue I have and how I resolve that thing, I have taken that thing in my life also. Means find the root cause. Why a kid is doing that thing and what is the weak point.
So that's a
Take
very
that weakness.
analytical brain, no? Even at 5 to 1 year old to 5 year old, first find out why is the child behaving the way he's behaving. That's a very analytical kind of mind that you have.
Yeah, ma'am. I think that I was paid for that analytical mind only. And in future also, I think I can make money with that analytical mind only.
Yes, and good luck with that. So tell me, you said you have a family business. Your family has a business which is almost 100 years old now.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
and you are here pursuing management, etc. Any plans of going back to the business or who's going to handle their family business there?
I'm actually why I'm doing MBA. It's like I want to help my family business to grow, because ma'am, we run after brand. And ma'am, we have 100-year-old quite established brand of namkeen, and we have our own USP. But the thing that we haven't done is marketing.
I
We
know.
haven't till now, we haven't done marketing. So that's why I thought I will learn marketing. So ma'am, it's there na. If I use my analytical brain, I may call that I am like Banya Buddhi. I
Correct.
won't do a thing just for one thing.
Mm.
I will do one thing and I will see how I can benefit it from it. So in future, ma'am, I'm sure you will be able to get my namkeen on Flipkart and Amazon all, and you will be telling ki, wow, क्या स्वाद है.
Wonderful. I already look forward to it. So I've lived a few years of my life in Indore. Indore is also famous for its namkeen. So Ratlam and Indore very close by. So the namkeens are, I really look forward to having namkeens made by the Sharma family as well. All right. So wonderful to know all of this. Now tell me one thing, Rohit. In terms of when you face these interviews, of course, for your after clearing the cat, etc., etc. So this, when you face any people whom you don't know and you're not comfortable with, particularly knowing that these people are going to recruit later on, does your confidence level go down because of your stammer? Is there something that you would like to share with your viewers? Because there are many viewers who are going to be watching the video. Can you motivate them from your own lives experiences?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, as we all know, the biggest fear is speaking in public, and that we can treat as talking to a stranger. But to the viewers, I can tell you that I had overcome that fear by, ma'am, actually, I used to travel in local street
Okay.
just to talk more with more and more people. I was just that talkative person, like भैया कहाँ जा रहे हो, कहाँ से हो, क्या करते हो, all that thing.
This you're
Just
talking about Bombay?
no, ma'am. It's like, ma'am, I was working at in Indore, and my hometown was Ratlam, so I was doing up down at both.
Okay. Got
So during my way, I just used to have a conversation with a lot. Means people used to give me, means क्या है, मतलब कुछ काम वाम नहीं है क्या, means that kind of thing. But although I know I need to change my psychology,
it. Mm-hmm.
कि it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have developed this psychology कि we all are humans, treat it as your well-wisher. Because when we think that other person will think कि he's there to well-wish you, means he is benevolent to you, automatically that fear will go down. Because fear is just in mind, which tell us what if happens. So just remove that thing from your mind. And if you remove that thing from your mind, it is like you're talking to your mom, dad, or you're with your friends.
So,
Simply.
so even in the interview, when you face, let's say, a panel of 4 or 5 men, women, so that time, what your advice would be to let go and not think of them as future employers and recruiters, but look at them from someone as you're talking, and your content, your subject matter is your main confidence, right? The rest of it needs to just go away. Fear should not be
Yes, ma'am. My message in that case will be maintain a dignity and things like you are talking with your friends.
there. Okay.
Be expressive what you are, because as there are 4 5 members will be there in panelists, they all know whether you are making it up or you already knows.
Yeah.
So be true about yourself,
Mhm.
and just think you're talking with your friends. Automatically I will tell ki after first or second question that fear will go away. Like, ma'am, when I was talking with you in the starting, I have that kind of fear कि
Mhm.
like मयूरी मैम से बात कर रहे डिवीजन डायरेक्टर and I'm just a toastmaster. I was thinking how it would be. Then I just thought Mayuri ma'am is like my sister or my aunt, means who's just, so
Well
she
wished.
will think,
Anything
huh,
true.
huh, she's well wisher of me. So I just thought in that way, and you can now see I don't have any kind of fear. Means you can ask me any kind of question, I will be willingly answering them.
Right, right, absolutely. So because there is a lot of people who, so many youngsters want to write the MBA, and there will be viewers of this video as well. So is there any message, any mantra that you have in life? Because I know we all come after having faced a certain amount of struggles and obstacles, and you have overcome them. You've also had work experience as well. Would there be something that you would like to just share with everybody?
Uh,
Any incident which was like a turnaround in your life, and which really, apart from your the stammering, I'm not talking about that.
Uh, ma'am, actually, ma'am, a lot of things are happening now also. I
Mhm.
won't disclose them because it might take much of the time, but I will tell this thing. 10% things happen to you, and 90% is how you react to it. Means, although you are stuck in any kind of
One
situation,
second,
you don't.
let me just repeat that for the viewers, because this is very important. So all of you viewers over there, remember what he said. 10% is what happens, and 90% is how you react to it. And the more you are in control is how it will carry on forward. Is that what you would like to say? Now you go on. I really love this one thing that you said. Please carry on. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. So, ma'am, as the things like I had a lot of things to manage. Means for coming to this interview, I have rescheduled my course and all. What I think that this is I got an opportunity, and it's on to me how I react to it. If I react to it, it's like how I can able to do this, what will happen in the interview, I need to submit my assignment, all that thing. I am making extra fears, extra pressure on my brain, and as a result, it will come no. And in the second scenario, if I think it would be fun, people will know my story, they will get motivated. If it can help a single person, it is good. And what else can happen? Means what is the worst scenario in this? Nothing. So just opt for it. Be happy. Have a smile. Opt for it.
True. That's the same logic that even I go by. What is the worst that can happen? Actually, nothing. So it's just fun and chit chat and getting to know you because like I said in the beginning, we are not interested in talking about Toastmasters and goals and DCP and meetings. We are interested in getting to know the members. That's the reason for this members and plug over here. So Rohit, do you, would you mind if we share your phone number in the description later on? Someone out there might want to reach out to you. If you don't mind, I will share it in the description later on.
Yeah, ma'am, you can share.
All right, great. And would there be anything else that you would like to share with, I don't know, Toastmasters, anybody at all? I'm so happy to have had this conversation with you. But before we say bye bye and thank you, if there's anything that you would like to say, I always believe we have all of us normally, most of us have one mantra for life. Like I know when I am not feeling very happy or very in one of my lowest moods, I just tell myself this too shall pass, and I give pause in between, and I say this too shall pass. Somehow this gives me strength, and then that moment goes away, and life gets back to its normal course. So I have a few mantras, not just one. So likewise, would you have something for life?
Yeah, ma'am, if you just ask me to give one mantra, I will tell impossible says I am possible. Nothing is impossible. If you have set your brain for achieving it, everything is possible because impossible says I am possible except death. We can eliminate that thing.
True, true, true. So that we can't. I mean, death and birth we can't control. Everything else is in our control. It's you just
Yes.
need determination and grit and perseverance and passion. And Rohit has all of them. So Rohit, one more year online or offline. I hope offline, of course, from June onwards in the campus. Do you have special aspirations, ambitions coming back to the campus or anything like that? Plans? Nagpur Darshan?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it would be a trade-off for me because being in my career, I was not able to give times to my family. I was not able to spend time with my family since I from 2012, and now I got this wonderful opportunity to have food made by my mom, to play with my niece, nephew, all that thing. So that is thing. And the second thing is like, as is was told, we just need to move on. We just need to explore opportunity what's coming up. So coming to Nagpur will be fun, and I would like to explore each and everything that I can. Means I would be coming in each and every Toastmaster meet in which I could come of different areas, different clubs, whichever I can make it possible. And apart from that, like I have few of my friends which I developed in MBA, but I haven't met them. So it would be more fun learning with them, having in-person interaction with the students and the faculty and the people, and of course, ma'am, you and our area director, Yash.
Of course, we're all there. Do you blog by any chance, or do you write somewhere your experiences by any chance? I know time is a big constraint with the IIM people, but generally, do you write or do you blog?
Ma'am, currently I'm not posting it online because I am thinking
That's
to
all
write
right.
a book. I'm
Oh yes,
thinking to write a book
see,
and I'm working for it.
I knew it somewhere, something. So that's all right if it's not public. That's just perfectly fine. It's just that, do you? Because I would really love you to write down something, all these thoughts that come your way, and also this last 1 year and how you have grown. the experiences you have. I think we all need to pen down our experiences as well. So you want to write a book one day.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, adding to
Let
this,
me know if I can be of any help.
yes, ma'am, sure. And ma'am, what I feel like why I need to write books is, ma'am, I had been bullied a lot of time at school. People used to tell me, "Ro Rohit." They all used to make my fun, and I have seen people. Means there are some kind of people who always are at the target. So for them, I need to write a book to motivate them because I know there are some instances in which if you are guided in a proper way, you would easily overcome that. But if you are not, then we all know the consequences. So I wish I would have. I will write, and by 2025, I'm thinking to publish it.
I really like the fact that there's already a target date in place because that sort of sets us going. When you place targets in front of you, you work towards them. So I really wish you the best for that book. Let me know if I can be of any help. And it's going to be a fantastic motivational. So, your own experiences are going to motivate others when they read it, when they hear you. And I think, like you said, even if one person gets motivated or inspired after hearing your journey and how you overcame, then it is well worth the effort of sharing your life with others. Absolutely. Even if one person, it makes a difference to one life, it's worth it. So, Rohit, thank you so much for this very interesting talk. I know I can go on and on, but we need to stop now. But thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you in person once things get better than you are here in Nagpur.
Yes, ma'am. Same feeling here, ma'am. This was a quite good feeling for me, and I also want to meet in person with you and with all my Toastmaster family.
Yes, yes. So let's hope after June we'll have a nice get together in your campus, new club, new campus, new club. We will meet there definitely. Thank you so much once again, and stay safe, stay motivated, continue to inspire others like you've already been doing. Thank you so much, Rohit. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye, ma'am.